the film and the St Kilda Festival itself. And she's worked across ticketing, customer service, event management and marketing. Next we have Stephen Baillie, who's Head of Ticketing Services at the Sydney Opera House. Stephen began his service career in 1995 at Ticketek, and has over 13 years there held a variety of roles. He was appointed State Manager for New South Wales for Ticketek in 2005 and took up the role as Head of Ticketing Services at the Sydney Opera House in December 2008. Stephen is responsible for the delivery of quality ticketing service, consultancy and support across the call centre, counter and online sales channels, as well as the maintenance of specialty activities involving high-end customer bases. I was wondering what that one was.
Groups and members.
Thank you. And then finally we have Alon Ellis, who's Senior Manager with Deloitte Analytics. And Alon has a strong analytical background focusing on pricing, competitive intelligence and the interactions with product management. Alon is Senior Manager in Deloitte Analytics in Melbourne and has more than 4 years of experience in analytical consulting. And amongst other things, Alon's experience in insurance analytics has involved building sophisticated optimised pricing tools and integrating optimised pricing strategies into business as usual processes. So I want to move now just to touch on a quick introduction, not to teach grandma to suck eggs, but just to clarify some of the terms we're talking about, just so we have a common understanding to start with. So I want to talk about some of the characteristics of arts demand. And when we talk about demand in the arts, it's a finite and it's a fixed supply. All these things, this is one of these things you know, as far as you have a fixed season, you have a fixed number of performances, and you have a fixed capacity in the venue, particularly for seated venues. And next thing, it's a service that matures. It's perishable. That same old thing, it's very much like airline seat tickets. You know, when a plane takes off, it's just the same as a curtain going up. That seat is gone forever. It's a variable demand, responsive to many variables beyond just the perceived quality, as far as the season length, day of the week, opening night, part of house, all those sorts of variations and or variables impact upon the demand. And again, one of the things here in particular is most of us are not-for-profits. So there's other aims other than profit maximisation and or a variety of diversity of role aims based on having a diversity of stakeholders that you report to, whether it's funders, whether it's council, whether it's arts council, all those different organisations, sponsors and funders. And price is often impacted by socially driven discounting, whether it's students, pensioners, schools, all those different things. So a couple of the terms just to define that we're going to use today. The larger umbrella term is revenue management. It's about optimising the value of attendances for a perishable good, in this case a seat or a ticket,